Yo, appreciate you guys for following us, Big Zo Podcast everywhere. Do me a favor, subscribe to us on YouTube and Spotify. Now let's get started. Big Zo Podcast.
Yo. Welcome to the Big Zo podcast. I go by the name of Berto.
It's your boy Beast on the beat.
Hey, today what we going to be talking about, man. Hey, man. July 31st, tonight, the NBA is back. Thursday. What you think about that, Beast, man? NBA is finally back. We finally got live sports.
Hey man, I'm just ready. Dog. And I actually like how the thing turned out. Like the bubble,
Yeah.
like to see. I kind of like how it's displayed. You know what I'm saying, with the logo and everything. I
Yeah.
actually like it.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, the Black Lives Matter, because we were watching like the scrimmage, and it was kind of dope. And I like the way they show like the camera views, as far as where they show like the players and stuff. So you can't really tell there's no fans. I mean, we know there's no fans, but I thought it was
Mhm.
gonna be weird. But it don't even look weird on TV. It looks straight to me, especially
It
like from
look
what I see
good.
from the scrimmage.
Yeah, especially with the camera, the floor camera angle view. Like
Yeah,
that's pretty dope. You know what
and
I'm
you can hear the players like
saying?
talk trash. So it's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
yeah, now you can hear them talk trash, and I can imagine like when the playoffs start, there's gonna be a lot of
Hmm.
trash talking.
Yes, sir. I mean, who
So
you got for MVP?
MVP, okay, so the front runners are okay. So MVP is between two people. I think Giannis, the Greek Freak, and I would say LeBron James. I miss tough. I would go with Giannis, man. And I know people would think people would think I'll probably root for LeBron and I'll go for LeBron. But if you really think about it, the reason I choose Giannis because I think their records are similar. Or I think if I'm not mistaken, the Bucks got the number one record in the league, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, the Bucks got the number one record in the league. And Giannis been dominating since like top to finish. And if you think about it, Anthony Davis is leading the Lakers in every category except for assists, points, steals, blocks, everything except for assists. And he might win Defensive Player of the Year. And you can make an argument Anthony Davis should be nominated for MVP also. So, but my vote, if I had a vote, it would go for the Greek Freak, Giannis, Antetokounmpo.
yeah. I ain't gonna lie, man. You gotta give it to LeBron, man. Year 17, and
Yeah,
with the stuff that he's doing, bro, I ain't gonna lie. Hands down, I'm giving it to LeBron.
I
Like,
mean,
and Giannis, I'm not gonna lie. Kawhi exposed the man. Man, let's be real. Kawhi exposed the man last year. And
yeah,
until I see something different, like from playoff Giannis, like I don't care about him winning MVP. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like that he can do for the next like 10 years. You know what I'm saying?
true,
He can
true.
do that because he's built for it. Right? He can do that. But I think LeBron should win that thing, man.
I mean, I think the story with LeBron got a great storyline just because, last year, but it was like he was washed up. Plus, they missed the playoffs last year. Then you got him playing. I mean, they say he's playing a new position, point guard, but anybody that knew basketball, LeBron always was playing point guard since day one anyway. So I don't know how,
Hmm.
but I think you got to give credit to LeBron, man. Because this year 17, and he's still putting up great numbers, still doing good. He's playing good defense. I know last year was like to be honest, last year was a fluke, and I just think people was just hating on the man for no reason. Look, he got hurt. Before he was hurt, Lakers was on the fourth seat, so they was in fourth place. Then when he got hurt, that's when the Lakers collapsed and they didn't make the playoffs. So I don't even think he was washed. Because if you think about it, his numbers are better than except for his assists, but his numbers are better last year than it was this year. But it's just that he was hurt last year, so they couldn't finish strong. But I think
So
we have,
are you telling me he should be MVP?
no, I'm not saying should be. I just feel like if I look at like Anthony Davis, I can make an argument Anthony Davis should be MVP of the team. I'm not saying he's the best player, but I can make an argument he's having a great year too. And defensive, he might win defensive player of the year. But if you look at it, I look at it. Greek Freak been doing it longer. And he doesn't have a top five player with him. But if there was ever a time to give a co MVP, if there was ever a time to give a co MVP, I would say like this will be the year they should give a co-MVP.
Mm-mm-mm. Well, let's move on. What do you think about these matchups with the headed towards the playoffs? Like, who you think getting in?
I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of biased. I'm rooting for New Orleans to get in the AFC. I want to see Zion because if you think about a Zion, man, ever since he came out of the gate, first game he's just been hooping. I think he's averaging like 24 and 7,
Mhm.
24.6 and 7, and 24 points and 7 rebounds, and he's shooting over 50% from the field. I think the man Zion is just a beast, man. He's just doing his thing, and that's one thing I want to see the hype because number one, if you look at the Pelicans, that was the Lakers team last year. So I kind of want to see the baby Lakers go against because you already know the Lakers gonna have the number one seed. So I kind of see the
Mhm.
baby Lakers go against LeBron James and the Lakers, and that would be a great first round storyline. Anthony
Mhm.
Davis facing his old team, and another thing too, Lonzo Ball, give him credit, man. Before the Corona hit, he was hooping. Like he was the
Mhm.
player that everybody was expecting him to be. If you really think about it, he was playing great, and Brandon Ingram's playing great. The team was starting to play good. It's a shame
Mhm.
that Zion he missed like the first half of the season pretty much. But I'm excited for to see New Orleans, man. I want to see New Orleans get in the AFC. What about you?
Yeah, definitely. I agree with that, man. But like to me, I do lean towards the Pelicans, but I don't only see them. Like also want to see, what I'm saying. I think the Pelicans will be box office, like them playing the Lakers will be box office, and it will be a great storyline. But like John Morant, man, I just want to see that kid play. That kid is something special. I
Mm-hmm.
like to see him play, and you can't sleep on Dame time, baby. You know what I'm
Oh yeah,
saying? And like,
Portland, yeah. And
and
everybody's
so
back
like,
and they're healthy.
right,
Yeah, I
right.
think
You got
the center Yorkers is back.
right. So they're
Yeah,
like the sleeper. They're like the sleepers on that team. You know what I'm saying? Or in that on that Western
yeah,
Conference. You know what I'm saying? So, but definitely box office and see Zion and LeBron. Like
yeah.
as you know, what I'm saying that's definitely what we need to see.
And I like the way Zion, like they show him the pictures like how he came back during the Corona. He lost a lot of weight, man. So
That
man,
boy
hey
worked out.
man, I just hope he don't get hurt, man. I just hope he don't get hurt because I really like the Pelicans, man. I think they're gonna go on a deep run. So I hope he
Mhm.
really doesn't get hurt.
And what about for the East? What you think?
Man,
I
look,
I don't even know
I
who's
I, I,
in
I,
who's.
I think the East, man, it's a sleeper, man. Because I think Boston could get out of the East, the Bucks could get out of the East. I really think if 76ers get their stuff together, I think they could get out of the East. But the problem with 76, if you think about it, 76ers got the best starting five in the East. They got the best
Yeah,
starting five in the
yeah.
East, but for some reason, it just they can't put it together.
Well,
Now I know they said
Boston got a nice
Boston got a nice
five.
starting five too, but that's
Mm.
what I'm saying. Like, but I know they said they're gonna have Ben Simmons playing the four. I like the other day the scrimmage games they were showing on TV how he took a three. So I mean, I'm not saying from make three. He just got to be able to take them, have people respect the shot. You know what I'm saying? But the East is difficult. I don't really know because you can make an argument Toronto could get out of the East.
Yeah, I was just about to say that, man. I think Toronto's my sleeper. Like for the Western Conference, like we definitely know the two top teams are the LA teams that's coming out. But it's like for the East, it's so wide open, bro. Everybody like it's not a clear path to say it's just the Bucks. You know what I'm saying? Like when LeBron was in the East, we know LeBron was going to the finals. Like you can't say that with the Bucks because the Raptors could beat them. The Celtics could beat them. You know what I'm
Your
saying?
team,
Like
your team, the Heat. Hey, I don't know if the Heat gonna make it to the finals, but I think the Heat could be dangerous in the playoffs, though.
right, like
I think they could be dangerous, man.
like if we meet them in the second round, like that's gonna be a great second round matchup. You know what I'm saying? And like, but my sleeper team is the Raptors. You know what I'm saying?
The Raptors,
They're
if
they're so low key. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah, they're
there's so much
quiet.
pressure. There's so much pressure on Boston and them gelling and the Bucks gelling and you said and the 76ers gelling. Like there's no
Yeah,
pressure on
you
on the
know,
defending champs. You know what I'm saying? And they're defending champs, so it's like everybody expecting them to lose. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
like they're the
that's a good
sleeper
point.
teams
Great point.
to kill everybody. So it's just not a landslide for
I
the
agree.
Bucks.
I agree with you. That's a great point because if you think about it, there's three storylines. If Giannis lose again and he wins MVP, everybody's gonna say, okay, you remember how LeBron, they put the pressure when LeBron was in Cleveland the first go round? Then it's gonna be a storyline, okay, Giannis is gonna leave in free agency. So that's a lot of pressure on the Bucks. If
Miami,
70
baby.
if 70 yeah, I know Pat Riley's gonna try to get him. But if 76ers leave, they're gonna be another pressure. They're gonna try to either fire the coach or they're gonna try to trade either Ben Simmons or Joel Embiid. So that's another pressure. And Boston is a lot of pressure because I feel like Boston got a their team it's the same team it's gonna be for the next like 3 to 4 years. Because everybody locked up and Jason Tatum, he's in a rookie deal, but he gonna get signed. And we wouldn't see, okay, is Jason Tatum that guy? So there's a lot of pressure. If you think about the only team it's actually two teams really don't have no pressure is Toronto and the Miami Heat. There's no pressure for them. And Miami's Heat, one thing I gotta give credit about the Heat, they got a lot of veterans. They got a lot of veteran players, and that's why. And Pat Riley always put talent together. And Eric Spoelsman, he's a good coach. I know y'all Miami Heat don't like him, but he's a good coach though. He proved he's a good coach. But for the West, I think the West is kind of tricky. Because I know you brought up the two LA teams. Oh, okay. Let me go back. The East, if I had to pick out, you say you picked Toronto to go get out of the East, right?
I put Toronto's my sleeper team. So yeah.
Okay.
I'll just put I'll put Toronto. I'll put them coming out of the East because if it's not the Bucks, I feel like it would be the Raptors because the Raptors are the sleeper.
Okay. I pick, believe it or not, my sleeper to get out the East, I pick the Sixers. But I feel like it's now or never. If they don't get out,
I'm not gonna
it,
lie to you. It's
it's a
not gonna
deep
work,
stretch,
bro.
huh?
It's not gonna
I mean,
work. It's
I
not
know
gonna
it's a
work.
deep stretch, but everybody got a sleeper. I'm picking the Sixers. But let's go back to the West. Back to the West. I know you brought up the two LA teams. I don't think is that easy that everybody's making out to see the Battle of LA. Because I think it's a matchup problem. I think if I like Lakers matchup against Clippers. I don't like Lakers matchup against Houston. I think that's a terrible matchup for the Lakers.
And that's my sleeper team for the West. You know what I'm saying? Houston is a sleeper team, bro. Like that nigga James Harden, bro.
Yeah,
Like that nigga and Westbrook, like
yeah.
them two niggas. Like we thought them niggas were goofy, like because they let go of Clint Capella. Like you ain't got no big man.
I'm not
You
gonna
got
look like they
fucking
got
PJ.
better.
Them niggas got better,
Yeah,
bro.
look like
And
they got
like
better. Yeah, and
Westbrook is taking off, bro. You know what
I
I'm
kind
saying?
I kind of get the move now because they wanted to remove Clint from the paint, and that way
Right.
the floor would be open for Westbrook to drive in. And if you think about it, this is why they're dangerous because for the first time, this is what we'll be screaming at Westbrook for a minute. Stop shooting damn threes. Now he's taking less threes and he's driving in. And that's
Right.
one thing OKC never gave Westbrook. Westbrook's style of play, you're supposed to surround him with a whole bunch of shooters, and OKC never had shooters on their team for
Mm-hmm.
Westbrook. And this is the first time it's like, oh damn. They put Westbrook on the ISO on top of the on paint. Either he's gonna drive in or kick in, or it's gonna be somebody open. This is his best chance, I think, to win a championship. And I also think I don't like the matchup if it's Lakers and Houston. I'm not saying Lakers are gonna lose. I just don't like the matchup. I think it's a
Of
terrible matchup for the
course.
Lakers.
Cause like your bigs, like y'all too big and they too
Yeah,
small. It's like so it's like and when it's
they won't be able to play the big.
right and it's like
Anthony Davis
you
will
gonna
have
have
to
to
play. Anthony Davis gonna have to play at the center.
and yeah, he has to play at the center and you're gonna have to pray like James Harden don't get hot, bro. Cause
Yeah,
like if he gets started getting hot from the perimeter, ain't nobody going to the hoop, bro.
yeah.
So it's like, yeah, it's like good luck, man.
And
But
I feel like Clippers is a better matchup for Houston than we are, because Clippers got a whole bunch of guard, like guard defense and stuff. Kawhi,
mhm,
Marcus Morris, Patrick Bev,
mhm.
Reggie Jackson. They're a better matchup for Houston than we are, as far as the Lakers.
Hey, but for
But
my
who
sleeper
you
team,
but who you got for your
my
sleeper?
Houston.
Oh, you got Houston coming out of the finals? Coming out of the West?
No, they're my sleeper team. I told you he's one of the LA teams, and my sleeper team to make it out would be Houston if one of them don't make it out.
For some reason, I don't believe an LA team is gonna make it out.
Yeah,
I don't believe an LA team is gonna make it out because I think this is the first time in NBA history, and maybe somebody could correct me with this, but this is the first time basketball is wide open. Like, I mean, anybody could win it, and especially with the bubble, how you got the Clippers players are not taking it serious. This is the first time anybody could win it. I would say my sleeper team, it would be Houston. I don't, and I'm a huge Lakers fan. I don't think the Lakers gonna pull it. I mean,
So hold on. I said sleeper team. Sleeper team, that means a team you don't count. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Portland was a good sleeper team to enter the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about we know LA or one of the LA teams are going to the damn conference finals.
okay,
We definitely know that.
I would say, okay, the super team for me. Okay, let's not pick who's gonna make the playoff. We do another podcast on when the playoff starts and we have seedings, because I have to see the matchup. Because the way Clippers are looking like they might fall, out of the second seed. Then we got to see the way the matchup set up. Because it might be, because if Clippers fall in the third seed, Houston's on a sixth seed, so it might be Houston and Clippers in the first round.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess we got to see how the way it falls out because the matchup is. I think the only team that's safe is the Bucks are safe for number one in the East, and I'm assuming the Lakers are safe and number one in the West. Because I think the Lakers are 6 games ahead of the Clippers for number 2. But from 2 to 3, it's like I think 1 game difference or 2 games difference. So we got to see. But I'll say my sleeper team from the West I have to be the Houston Rockets.
So who do you think is going to the finals at the end of the day?
If I had to pick for the finals, I would say I'll probably say the Bucks and the Lakers. If I had to put money on it, I'll put the Bucks and the Lakers go to the finals. If we're
Nah,
not talking about sleeper team, we're just talking about, hey, you put money on it, I'll just put the Bucks and the Lakers.
that shit's so tough because like what you said about the seating is so true because it's like even though the Clippers are they're number 2 right now and the Rockets are number 6, that means they would have to play. Houston would have to beat both LA teams in the second round and then in the conference finals.
Yeah, that's what I said. They got to go there.
That would be 2. I don't see them beating 2 LA teams.
That's what I'm saying. I have to see the seeding. Cause I don't see them beating 2 LA. Like,
and so I see the Lakers. And bro,
and it might be a team, that no one's picking. Cause I know like Kenny Smith had either the D's going to the final, either Dallas or Denver. It sounds crazy, but hey, but I seen something like the last month of the season before the corona, Dallas Porzingis and what's his name Lucas.
Mm-hmm.
They had Luka. They had like the highest score points duo in the last 25 years, and I didn't even know that.
Listen, my neck. I know they're not gonna make a run this year, but for the next 2 or 3 years,
Yeah,
the motherfucking Denver Nuggets are gonna change basketball, bro.
yeah. Denver Nuggets got a lot of players, man.
They're
Smart.
they're gonna play positionless basketball, bro.
Oh yeah, I seen the scrimmage when they had all big men, but they big men play
Trust
like
me,
guards.
bro. That
But they
nigga
did.
Bol.
Yeah, both. That boy's a beast, man. You know, he was always.
Man.
It's crazy. He got hurt in college. I think he got hurt his second game in college or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, he was dominating in high school. But he's taller than everybody, so he always gonna dominate. He just.
But I'm
bigger than
saying you see the potential. That nigga like KD 2.0, bro.
Yeah, I see that,
Like,
man. I see Shaq
you know
was
what
like,
I'm saying?
man. And you got Michael Porter Jr.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
man, Denver. Hey,
They're a
and
young
the crazy
team,
thing about it,
bro.
all them on their rookie deal, and Denver smart. See, Denver was like saying, man, look, we was already making the playoffs, so we could afford to draft players that we know they're not going to be ready, and they could just sit for a year or two and when they become ready to get the NBA body, it's like redshirt them. And Denver was smart. They go, oh my gosh. Hey man, Denver. Hey
The
man, they got
next
two
like
players. They
2 or 3
got two
years,
sleepers, man.
I give him like, but I don't see him doing nothing this year. I give
Yeah,
him
I
like
agree.
I give him 2 or 3 years, bro. Like two or
Yeah,
three years.
Denver might be they might be
They're
the
gonna
team
be
that,
serious. You know what
cause
I'm saying?
they got players in every position for real.
Yeah.
Hey, before we get out of here, man, what you think about we gotta talk about the Lou Williams situation, man. Basically, how he left the bubble, the Orlando bubble, to attend a funeral. I guess
Mhm.
a family funeral, and while he was in Atlanta, he went to Magic City, man. He said because of wings. What do you think about the situation, man? Cause I see everybody making a big deal out of it.
I mean, to us, we know it's not a big deal because we still go play basketball, we still go to the gym and stuff like that.
Yeah,
But being a professional, like Lou Williams could have sent somebody to go get that food. You know what I'm saying? We know Lou Williams went to Magic City to hang out. You know what I mean? He wanted to see some faces. You know what I mean? So Lou
the
Williams,
man,
we understand.
but here where he messed up. He said he just went to go pick up some food. He said he was in and out. Come to find out, they say he had a no. They posted the dude that posted the picture was like saying, oh, that's an old picture. The thing was the NBA, the mask that he had on, it was the NBA mask that they gave to the bubble. And it was like, there's no way that was the old picture. That's the bubble mask.
Mm-hmm.
Then that's the first lie. The second lie is he said he was in and out, and they see him with a picture, he has a bottle in his hand. You know if you're in and out, you're not gonna have a bottle in your hand.
Lou Williams
Then
hanging
then
out.
the third lie, he said that, oh, there was no strippers in there. Then they look on the website, they said that there was stripper, and he forgot. Georgia was like one of the states that pretty much was open during the coronavirus.
Yeah.
They shut down for like a few minutes, but they opened right back up to full capacity.
Mm-hmm.
Then, I guess the fourth thing, I can't remember what the fourth thing was, but at the end of the day, man, he should have just been like, bro, my bad, I apologize, this and that, man. He just made it a big deal out of it. Like, he just kept lying and lying, man. I mean,
Yeah.
and I don't know, everybody was like saying, man, wings. But low key, anybody that been to strip club, especially like even we from like Miami, by the Miami area, we got KOD. Everybody know, strip clubs down here, like they be having one of the best foods too, especially the lemon
Yeah.
peppers.
Yeah.
I mean, I just think people making a big deal out of it. I mean, I get it, man. And he's probably looking at it, man. It was
Lou
gonna be
Williams
in
was
and out.
tripping, man. Just take
Yeah,
it
he
on
was
the take
tripping.
it
He was
on the
tripping. He
chin,
was tripping.
dog.
But I
Just
like what
take
he
it on
said.
the chin.
He said, man, I've been in the league 15 years, and that's the only thing I can find on me, man. I just think like he was
Yeah.
tripping. He should have just said, man, my bad. I let my teammates down. That's it. Because
Yeah.
realistically, it's not that he went to the club. It's like you got to understand the NBA spent $150 million for the bubble. What happened? He
Mm-hmm.
came back and he got one of the players. Then another player from another team get the corona. Another player. You remember the NBA? They shut down the season because only one player had it, and it was Rudy
Mm-hmm.
Gobert. So
Mm-hmm.
imagine he gonna shut down the whole bubble. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? And you costing the NBA like millions. They spent 150 M,
Yeah.
150, 150 mil on the bubble in
Mm-hmm.
Orlando. So I just feel like he should have just, owned up to it. We all make mistakes. We all want to chill. We all want to have fun. Shit, we've been locked down since March, and we
Mm-hmm.
tired. And we want everything to be back to full capacity. But it is what it is. We're living in a different world. He should just say, man, my bad. I apologize to my team. I see Doc Rivers was hot, man. And you got Patrick Beverly left. You got Montrezl. That's why I said the Clippers is like they're the team that's supposed to be the disciplined team, and you got the Lakers with the characters of JaVale McGee, J.R. Smith. You got Waiter, bro. Kyle Kuzma. The Lakers got the characters, and they acting Dwight Howard. And you got Dwight. Hey, so y'all need to tell Dwight Howard to wear a mask, man. Stop tripping, bro. But that's just crazy. Lakers got the characters on their team, but they're they're the team that's the most disciplined during the bubble. That's mind blowing to me. But it is what it is, man.
It is what it is, man.
Hey man, let's wrap this up, man. Big Zo Podcast, man. Thank you guys for sharing. Subscribe, share with y'all friends, click like. On the bottom, feel free to leave a comment, debate us if y'all think we're wrong. Who you guys got as y'all sleeper to come out of the East and West? Who you guys got for MVP? And also, who you guys, if y'all had to put money on the line, who would you guys bet to get out of the East and West? Not only sleepers, we want the sleepers to East and West, and we want to know your picks, your final picks. and we be back with a second video when the playoff starts. Once we get the seedings organized and stuff.
For sure, man.
Yeah, man. Appreciate it, you guys, for watching. Holla at your boys. Big Zo Podcast. We out.
Yes, sir.
This is straight.